Hi, my name is Jemani from Brooklyn, New York. Barebone.java.com GWT tutorial series. This tutorial covers installing the GWT Eclipse plugin. Using this approach, we will see what GWT is doing under the hood by following a manual installation steps. Installing the Eclipse plugin. Let's begin. If you go to Eclipse, we click Help on the toolbar, install new software, click Add. In the archive of the name, we're going to leave the name blank. In the archive, we're going to point it to our sandbox bin directory and select the COM Google GWT Eclipse Suite 4.3 update. I think this should have been better named by calling it COM Google GWT Eclipse plugin. Some information about Eclipse plugin, but it doesn't have the name, so we know what to pick. So we choose that one. We leave the name blank. Click OK to download, and Eclipse presents you with the information on the different types of downloads, the plugins it's going to download. We select all the available software to be downloaded that's provided to us. We accept all the default entries, such as show on the latest version of available software, group items by category, and so forth and so on. Just accept the default. Click Next. Eclipse is going to whiz by. Next, a window in the install remediation page shows up. Click that. This pretty much gives you information, some more stuff that's installing. And finally, we get the installation details, basically summarizing what we're going to install. Click Next. And here's the license agreement, and I've read all of it. Please read it. What I usually do is just accept the terms of the license agreement, and I click Finish. Eclipse is whizzing by again and installing all the available software. Eventually, Eclipse pops up a security warning dialog. Click OK to accept the dialog. On the software updates dialog, it's requesting that we restart Eclipse. Say yes. So now our Eclipse environment is ready for usage. It goes to our default workspace that we set up before. Click OK to accept that, and then we have set up the Google plugin for Eclipse. There are other installation approaches that we can use for GWT. That is the one that's recommended from the GWT site. If you go to gwtproject.org, go to Getting Started, and you click on Configure Eclipse. When you go to that page, what it pretty much tells you to do is to go to install a plugin. You click on this URL that it has for Kepler at Eclipse 4.3. You copy that URL, then you go back to Eclipse. What you would do is take that information, go back again, and it's the same process where you click on Eclipse Help, install new software, and at this point you enter the name for the software here. Click no, at this point you don't click Add, you just hit Enter. And what it's going to do is going to go out on Eclipse and download a whole bunch of software that it needs to download, which is a whole lot more than what you get by downloading the plugin. As you can see, you get development tools, a designer, and from here on in, you go through the whole process similar to what we did before, where we select all except the default, click next, and you would install everything as if you followed the instruction that I previously provided. The reason I didn't take this approach, again, I wanted us to go under the hood and manually install all the plugins to see how all these plugins are installed and how they are configured. The configuration will come up in an upcoming tutorial, but that's a different way of installing the plugin. We're not going to do this. At this point, we're going to click Cancel. So the next tutorial is going to be configuring the Google App Engine and SDK and Eclipse.